Hello, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well, having a lovely time. Lovely to see you, Nomad, and anyone else lurking in the chat. I hope you're all doing well as well, having a lovely week. We are back with more Beacon Pines. Let's see if we can get to the optimal ending. If I remember correctly, we discovered a cliffhanger ending. Wait a minute. Is it coming through now? No. Hang on, why is the sound not doing the thing I wanted to do? Let's do that, and then that. There we go. Okay, so we reached the... Oh no, so we could do the refuse on that one. Yeah, because we spent a lot of time on this side last season, so stream. So let's actually do this and do the refuse option first, and then we'll explore the others.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request.
So with this one, we are refusing...
For the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
So we refused Iggy the self-sacrifice.
A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time. But Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his...
We're only taking this one so we can discover what this ending is.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away.
The founder.
A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Oh, okay. Refusing actually just takes you straight to an ending as well.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
No, this was me exploring the other option. I've already did the correct option. Which is fine. Okay, so that is the end of that branching path. So clearly we have one path here which we're missing a charm for. And then there is this path which the sly option. So we're going to do the good cop, sly cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that... Mode will go. Please call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a bit of mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup? But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Beck
Oh, I'm so
quickly
sorry.
removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence?
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old goal is nothing if not
Mr.
thorough.
Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I interpreted an old phrase in the perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. She said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and know where to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. Well, that's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's at a candy shelf. But all he ever sells is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things get back to normal, I'll have a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine, but in the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard the password on the radio. A good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden message. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be cover up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
Oh. How did you figure that out, Rolo? Rolo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How'd you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Investigate Nuncreed's drugstore. Alright, let's go! Hopping along as we do. Oh, hello. Well, you scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. Got me weighing around like a lost slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral. Alright, so... Oh, hello. The Van Horns. No, we're the Van Horns. Yeah, the important family. I can't remember their names. I'm getting horror vibes off this. There has been some horror elements to this, admittedly, Nomad. You're late, Augustus. Oh, sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I have a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harbor's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. I did not mean to press that button. Wait, what does X do then? X does nothing. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. This is just a temporary arrangement. That glow can be seen from our damp backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all goes inevitably wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be on the part of the future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. Alright, tell me what your story says. Oh, wisdom bearer. Knowledge? He spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. Fair, we do have a lot... We, as the player, have a lot of knowledge of what's going on. But the characters don't, so there's not much we can actually do with that info at this stage.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore.
Hello, Solomon.
Holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncree. Is he still here? I'm afraid not. Where'd you come from? Where'd I get that candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's a small pleasure in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot by a person of their choice of confection. Oh yeah? I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncree kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it is easy as cold hard cash. But for others, it's licorice. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Now, we know this goes underground because of a different ending. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncree? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. I got like a... It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's nude rug store. I mean, underground secrets. He got the anagram mixed up in his head. The password.
Opened the door and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Something like that. It sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
They just knew it was underground and full of secrets.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it! You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under a phone booth. Of course I did! Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Look, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these have something written on them. Before they do that, though... this suit has a broken mask. So we have found a mysterious warehouse creeper. Yeah, this must be, the hazmat that we broke. We have at least found the hazmat suit. If it walks like a non-creed, talks like a non-creed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. I always said you can only trust a miner up to a point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation. That's the thing about power, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. You know what, fair. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. That's a lot of buns. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rolo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing? I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Hello, Kevin. Kevin Tento fan. I have this game, Beacon Pines. It is indeed Beacon Pines. Hello. General Kevin. But yeah, this is my first time playing through it. I hope you're having a lovely day, Kevin. Oh, hello, Mr. Nuncreed. Shit. 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 Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets? I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about skins. Well, hold on, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back in the day.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this? That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on money. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walter and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No, we were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Very good at voice acting, Pang. You just spoke Western and British in seconds. Oh, thank you. Voice acting is actually something I do want to try, so... that actually makes me feel good, thank you. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him was to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic psychic to villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll be sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sub-story? Not really, no. There's an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning to crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival. Why would she...
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today. And honestly, hers was way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain? Why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source! What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all! Y'all need to run! Run where? Away! As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Whee! You good? Yep. Woo! I love this town. Yeah! Alright.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth.
Dun dun dun!
allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped
You know what,
fighting
that's
against
fair.
it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant,
Yep, here we go.
light blazed into view.
The true Beacon
A
Pines.
burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Ah, that's what that plate was in the ground. That was intense. Yeah, I think I might part with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it's got any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. Where'd it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow up something out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. True. But I'm gonna go this way first. Because, unfortunately, this version of Luca doesn't know it. But this is the true location of his father's grave, as we discovered last stream. But let's go. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear it off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, so we don't actually learn the secret that it's Beacon Pines straight off the bat with that then. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. Ah, got it! It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they kept it cold. We found it traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective: kill us all and the shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizens of their choosing. You never really had me. But very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
So we know that the fireworks that Iggy has is the perfect it's the perfect explosive ratio in order to actually seal the source. What Gran's gonna do is too much, which is gonna cause a massive flash freeze essentially.
Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you, this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right at this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That is not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happens to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories.
So we gotta do another decision now.
Flooded with questions, the wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to weep or hum. Let's go weep first.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalty falls. Juniper, don't!
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Alright, so now we're gonna see the
She smiled,
the flash,
exhaled in
the
relief.
flash
Mr. Nuncreed
freeze.
moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing
Before
to...
Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
And there's the flash freeze.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
So we're now going to visit the
In a
humming
town
ending.
brought low by its secrets sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
I found that out last ending, but fair enough. So we're going to go back, run it again, and hum this time.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
Aww.
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that, my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face.
Oh, wait, hang on. Was she affected by the goo, which made her look really old? Is that what we're going with this?
He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca. But I did it to keep you safe. I thought getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. They don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then, what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Who is he's describing? That's the thing, like, that is... We don't know who the ultimate bad guy is here. Because it's not the deer guy, the face of perennial harvest. Like, he's already said as much. He's already said he is, like, the spokesperson. There is someone higher than him, the director. Who is that? And I'm merely going from what was being said. I'm partially inclined to believe that it is the original Mr. Valentine who brought the town back up, you know, it brought the town to its prime initially.
The devil you know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down.
Yeah, so this is before
harvest.
Luca's mother disappeared.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed.
This must be the green goo.
Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
This is now present day. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink by what we will be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me. I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town, and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean up the place. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is a growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just as sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Oh, Solomon... Wait, is Solomon in charge? Take them away. No, I want them to see this. The ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Yeah, so Solomon... Yeah, I'm calling it now. Solomon is indeed, the founder Valentine. He has been revered to a child. Like a weed that's buried in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for your rousing oratory. I'll take it from here. Yes, sir, of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense that we agreed upon.
Gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
It's gonna age him back up to the father figure that.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
So this is why he had to adopt Solomon.
Hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No! So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? Hello, Pinnacle of Power. This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. The Sharper Valentine Festival. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard! Oh, we got malice as an option now. I'm glad you're back so I can tell it to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
Oh, hey, hello, Zero. It's lovely to see you here. You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. First time joining in, actually. Ah, that's fair. Well, it's lovely to have you here, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy, I gave you both greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But silence, Augustus. An adult's talking. I don't know which is worse. A son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on this. Counting on it this time. Father, I've been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you could just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where's Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would be possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense! The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up! You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Is being a VTuber hard at all? I want to try being one too. I just haven't gone the most ideal setup yet. It depends. I guess it depends what you mean by it being hard. So, getting started, the biggest barrier I found was having the confidence to do it in the first place. Thankfully, I had the lovely people like Azrafox and Zarafiel to kind of give me that confidence and a nudge to be able to go forward with it. Hold on, if I show you... So, this is actually my original PNG icon that I had. And this is how I used to interact with people for the longest time. This background that I've got, I bought off a website for £15. And yeah, it's just a case of I use OBS. OBS is everything to me. I have found some bots throughout the throughout my over 2.5 years now. Seri bots, like Nightbot was my first bot I used, and everything else like that. What's nice about Fang PNGs, there's a lot of supposed time because he's taking. You know what? Fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'll go back to this one for a moment though. And yeah, it was just kind of having the confidence to do so. And then from there, it's just, I guess, the case of consistency. There's always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be hard times and easy times. But I think the hardest part is just taking that initial step. You don't need loads of money to start. And trust me, I overthink about that way too much. But yeah, it's just a case of taking that first step is the important part, and then just keeping at it. So, to answer your question in a not a roundabout way, is VTuber a bit hard at all? I'm going to say yes and no. It's hard at times, but it's something I really enjoy doing. So I'll keep doing it regardless. Now, back to the story. Are you saying Miss William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all this? Dawn. I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride.
Hang on. Let me see what you message actually says. You understand that? Like, right now I'm in a weird spot in my life. There's a lot piled on me, but I still want to achieve stuff. Oh, trust me, I know that feeling all too well. I'm so, like, this is not a thing I've kept it in. I'm 32 years old. I am probably well past what I would call my prime. But I'm doing, in the last few years, I have done so many new things. It's insane. And this month, in 12 days' time, I'm just looking at the date now, in exactly 12 days' time, I'm starting university. I've never been to uni before. It's doing character design, character design and concept art. A thing I've only gone into for the last few years, last couple of years, and I've somehow got accepted into this university. Trust me, I still feel like an imposter at times and think I somehow snuck my way in. But it's all new things and exciting things and things that I can say that I am achieving day by day. So I would say now, you've definitely got the time to be able to, do what's happening and, achieve, and you'll be able to achieve whatever you put your mind to. Oh, thank you. I will still be streaming during this time as well, and I will probably be adding more art streams into the mix to, well, cheat on homework and just mix streaming with my homework. I mean, military service does help weigh stuff in your favor for universities. Yes and no. I was in the military over 10 years ago now. Well, I left the military over 10 years ago now, so it only has a certain amount of weight. And being part of the infantry doesn't help with drawing all that much. Cheat.
Planned this moment for so long.
I'm no good at cheating.
At the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to say thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was a role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was Pat C. the whole time? Now that your secret's out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Here. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. You tell him, Luca. I mean, service done is service done. You know what, that's fair, Tabby. Thank you. The young hero. I kept an eye on you, boy. You and your friends made quite a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I've won. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. Now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
So, we have just discovered that Sharper Valentine, who for the longest period of this story has been presumed to have passed away due to a accident, I believe, or ill health, has suddenly re-emerged. It seems that he has somehow turned himself back into a youth through the help of Nuncreed, and with the green goo that we've seen, he has aged himself back up to that of an adult to basically have a tyrannical rule of the town once more.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
They are indeed.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Fire and ice. Okay, so we have one last pathway to follow, which is Windows to the Soul. So rather than doing Shame, we could pick Malice. I'm sure his value isn't big as I think, but I do think very correct. If two people with identical backgrounds, with only difference being one was in service and the other wasn't, would be a pretty kind of right decision. That's fair, Tabby. That might be the case, but I'm not sure. So, with this particular tree branch, Rolo has gone missing. We don't know where he is at the time, at this stage. And we had been shook up by guilt. Yeah, shook up by guilt. So we told the sister. We're now running back into town, and initially the shame option would be we tell Nuncreed the truth. He then sends us down the phone booth, and we disappear. But now we're going to choose the malice option.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
Rather than shame lurking
Like
behind
a
his
trap
eyes.
ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd go and check Rolo at the
Luca
treehouse.
twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca. I know your dad and I were good friends, but you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll give them a proper apology when it comes back.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest when there are no crops.
So we now know Solomon is actually Sharper. Festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. Okay, but this is more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did something to spice things up? I'm listening. No festival sign waiting to be unveiled. You'd be ashamed
The
someone...
king scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Ah, okay, so that would be... Right. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modewell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said that I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Oh! You can get a wrench to knocking the sneakers up on a guy like that. Don't scare me. Don't scare a man while he's junking, Sonny. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junking? I might as well be asking the same thing of you. Found anything good? Why, ever since Perennial Alvarez moved in, he was no junk as trash. You learn a lot about a person just looking at the way they throw things away. Bunch of all that shredded paper and coffee cups. Very good going. I didn't see none if you don't see none. See what? Exactly. Welcome back, everyone. So yes, just as a clarification, Pinnacle, or Zero, I will say, I do have it so that we have the words. The 3-minute ads on to get rid of the pre-roll ads. So I do try to limit it so that it doesn't affect people too badly. But unfortunately, there will be times that I can't get around it. But welcome back. It is good to see you again. Okay, so there's nothing else.
Tied a small fishing.
Yeah, no, there's nothing new to get here for the moment. But yes, welcome back. What are we supposed to be doing? Oh, wait, the tree house. A case Rolo shows up. Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rolo. Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Okay.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire.
Can we put the ghost into a soul cannon? Yes. Please feel free to play around with the different commands that we have noted down below.
The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting.
See, now that was in reference to when I was playing Fuga Melodies of Souls. Melodies of Steel. Which is an interesting game. I still need to play the third one at some point.
Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Lucas stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him.
Probably, but I need the money to buy it. And until then,
Dad,
I need to get other things sorted first.
a warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together. Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca
Aww.
laughed.
The struggling emotions of a 12-year-old.
"I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Oh, 100%. I'm really enjoying the story of this, though.
The entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Whoa, okay.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight.
Oh, well, you still got the rest of the story to go, Pinnacle. Let's see how it goes.
Keeping
It might
his
get more
eyes fixed
emotional.
on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Oh, it's Rolo. Fucking hell, Rolo is huge. Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you recognized me. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rolo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rolo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it's really you, prove it. Flamin' chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rolo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where'd they take you? Dunno. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look!
Rolo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, I wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rolo, it wasn't just your hands. Feet too? Dang, Palm just made me some new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rolo to his reflection in the balcony window. His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rolo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Kind of tastes like licorice. Ah. I see. That's why Solomon eats the licorice. Oh, Sharpa eats the licorice. I passed out and I woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Well, you smashed open a cage? Oh, kinda. At least, I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage. Who are these people? But I don't know who did this, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Look, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha!
Rolo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rolo dove behind Luca.
Oh my god. Just imagine a fully grown man with the mind of a 12-year-old hiding behind an actual 12-year-old. Take cover! Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So, you're just hanging out with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rolo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. Seems a little old. I have a feeling there's going to be some weird side effects to his powers. We're not entirely sure how this works, but it seems that Solomon had essentially perfected immortality. Like making people older and younger and that side of things, but yeah. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up here out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. Alright, that's fair. How'd you find us? A silly little treehouse? I think you mean a silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but the secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, look, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rolo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rolo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo. It's been a weird day and all, hasn't it? All round, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try salvaging my hair. Oh yeah, in this timeline, some of the green goo got onto Beck's hair. But that's it. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mum gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool, and hope no one notices. Notice what? Oh, nothing, I was just... come here, let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? Yeah, so there is a character named Iggy who is a bully. They were picking on Luca, and with a decision that we chose, Beck decided to tickle them. I think it made them laugh a lot, yada yada, and accidentally got some of the green goo that agifies you splash into her hair. I kind of felt like a change. It's gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your last start.
Lona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck! He is! Him and his weird cult personalities. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick a single decent radio station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town that's not different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But, not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off you. Think how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like the look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have a radio I upgraded my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What is your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working on to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor. Her work must be complete, but... Oh god. Fucking hell, that yawn came out of nowhere. Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she's finished work, we need to make a determination regarding her. Long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. And your failures with Dr. Prescott? I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to the perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. So if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. No, of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you have ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. A British Sean is very British Sean. Whoa. Yeah. So, just so we're clear, when they say loose ends, they talk about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone. Capital murder.
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who's his founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Now, as far as we know, Curtis top banana perennial harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So, we have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Have she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? It was, yes. That would make sense. Beck, it seems Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we just need to get your mom out before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The people on the radio said they were going to hold her until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in together.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this will help. You have blueprints. Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows you the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, there's the reception area, a big office room marked Founder's Office. Even has exits marked. Guys! We have a deadline, we have an objective, we have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6.
Oh, Rollo, you innocent being.
The heist.
The heist.
Spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout.
100%.
By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day. and they each had their assignments.
Ooh. Alright, quick recap. Rolo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me, Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
Waved vaguely at Rolo's sizable figure.
circumstances? Ah, she'll be so happy that I'm alive you won't even notice.
Dex snorted an involuntary giggle.
Well, hello there to you too, Blaze. It's lovely to see you. Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? Ah! Oops! I'll boop you. Boop. She understands the danger Nellie's in, that danger we're all in. The plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff and then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
Each looked at each other.
I talked him into joining the game's massive interest. Aww. Thank you. This game is very interesting, actually, yes. Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Jeff. Alright, let's go and see Jeff and Iggy and Tish. I'm gonna see if I can do something very quickly. No, that's still locked, okay. Models remind me of Scrubbernauts. Yeah, that's fair. What do you have today, Crocodile Wisdom? Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction, but can you really pull through? I totally can. Also, because we haven't done it yet this stream. Gotta pound the melon. Well, now I know what I think I know what game you're on about. You're talking about the one that, where you gotta, like, put out words and it creates things in the world to help you be able to get a star, isn't it? Hey, Jeff. What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll
The
help?
joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But one good reason why I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh, we have 4 choice. Oh my god, okay. Junk. Junk! Yeah, what of it? Johnny, I got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested.
Luca wasn't ready. He shouted out again.
Shit! Yeah, it's all shit. Still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Fight. I done enough find in one lifetime, and more than my share of losing. Time come to hang up the gloves. Hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What you say? Go and hide, then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
I don't know why, but it's still an hilarious one. That bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff. They all do. But they'll never hear him say out and hide from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguises. I've got just the thing. While we're at it, crates should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Put on my tab.
Offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Bring by first thing in the morning. Alright, now we need to find Iggy and her accomplice. Why have a 12-year-old have a tab? Because they trade junk food for junk. Ah, here they are. Hey, Tish, look who it is. Oh, 100% Blaze. Look, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Gave a reluctant...
You're not wrong. But lately life has been kinda strange. Strange, you know?
Considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities for now, at least? We do like breaking things. Even a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. After all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come and hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
Quick nod, Luca was off.
Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A single
treehouse.
tear ran down Tish's cheek.
Holy fuck, she actually said something other than yet. I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Alright, so the reason why I was surprised then is because whenever we seen Tish, the Rhino character, all they have ever said is, yep. Yep. And that's all they've said.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end.
Okay.
And Rolo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rolo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10%
Indeed.
wardrobe, 90% confidence.
Nice. Rolo does have confidence, I will
Rolo
say
took a
that.
few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
So, I will say, this is a part 2 in terms of streams for this, but we are currently following this timeline of events. We have already explored this timeline, like this way of timeline events, this side of the timeline events. We are now seeing what this timeline of events brings us to. Alright, stay calm, Rolo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. He is indeed wearing a mustache. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
I had to think quick.
It's because it goes directly to the founder. He has to be kept secret.
Sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. One harvest awaits and such. A harvest awaits and such.
Rolo proceeded into the perennial harvest.
Yep, he's wearing a tool belt and a mustache. That is his disguise. Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
It goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rolo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, that's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rolo panicked.
A harvest awaits! Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. A harvest awaits! Right, ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rolo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. Got a job to do.
Ford fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just bust me in already. Okay, okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figured when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rolo. Alright, everyone knows about what to do. Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head to the east to the founder's office. You two should be safe. Oh, you two be safe. Locate the founder's office. Now I'm gonna go back in the box. No, I can't get back in the box. Oh well. Our harvest awaits. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. Oh. That sucks. Well, place feels fake, but of all things, it's a fake plant. A hallway to nowhere. What's going on here? Some sort of mind game. You can do it. BRB for Zach? Yeah, no worries. Fang box emote when? Either when I have the confidence to be able to draw it up and be able to post it as an emote, or I get it commissioned. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A leer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up when they were distracted. I ran. Dang, okay, you just stick with me. We got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rolo and Beck are heading to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We gotta get out of here. We can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us again. I've gotta do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into the office. Now you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. Just down this way.
I happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequences. Oh, here it is. Oh, so it is. Pretty lucky I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electronic lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
Luca
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. I don't know what sort of pony business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rolo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at the locked door marked 24601. I need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets.
Oh, okay. This is neat, actually. So, this is a guess to him, but we know that password because of a different timeline.
The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down there here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder used such a basic password. Well, they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. The villains types always end up outsmiling themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
I can smell the failure!
Consider we know this is actually, so Solomon, I don't know if you were here for a Blaze, but Solomon is actually the Founder Sharp a Valentine. And we are just straight up insulting him to his face without realizing. The powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Really, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Look, you never fail to impress. What's the slippery lot even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom's in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Oh, Luca, I think we're closed. The next door's marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think of all this noise.
He skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. No, he's actively sabotaging you. Oh man, no water cups. Rolo! Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in!
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to actually go and refill quick. I am going to leave you with Kerr's face and the alarms. I will be 2 seconds. I have a cup and no water. The conundrum has been fixed. I now have water and a cup and water. There we go.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Oh my god, sorry, right, where he's holding his hands, he just got straight up kicked in the nuts.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Yes. This boy did indeed fucking mission fail. Welcome back, Pinnacle. I just stand there after them. Oh. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Roller, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long Roxy can keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used that, the young chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who's your adult friend? We're pulling off the heist, Zero. Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding of the enamel and the molars consistent with Tempest Liquamine exposure. Is that what you called the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no! They told me it's only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell's going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. The novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquamine. It pulls energy from surrounding in order to fundamentally alter man's relationship with time. It was a secret to Valentine fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest Liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Ah, okay, so that's how it works. Crop would be ready to harvest in a fraction of a time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation has changed itself. It's volatile by its very nature. If only you were here. Oh yeah, I can smell the failure. Yeah, well, who knows? Blaze, if you can go back and clip it, go for it. Because that was fucking hilarious. The more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was finishing the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest Liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Gill was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I pulled myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered the oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? It contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and... now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I truly am sorry. These clothes are all hand-me-downs anyways. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I considered the possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kurt had him killed. What? I overheard him talking about it on the radio. That's why we gotta get you out of here. Like, now. Wait, the vial! I finally solved the chemical equation along direct control of aging. Mr. Kurt picked it up just before you came in. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Look, we got Dr. Modewell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Okay, no worries. I'll remind me at the end of stream, you two, to go and look for that clip. And roughly a timestamp. Like an hour or 40 or something like that I need to check up on. But, like, just remind me and I will grab it at the end of stream. Alright, everything's on track. What's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get there. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Yeah, but he left papers on his desk. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. Must have been here recently. Wait, hold on. He's smoking as a child? Okay, that's fucking hilarious. I think they were relatively close to each other, so again, just keep that time frame in mind. Roughly like an hour 40. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol was arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know what? For being evil, this guy sure is boring.
Again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing. The boy do be sus. We know his actual identity, but yeah. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You need to worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
Subtle, quivering lip. A smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Indeed, yes.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow her? Did they follow you? Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. There we go. Indeed, yes, he aged himself back up to being an adult. I think this little caper has gone through long enough. Solomon, no! Hush, child, the adults are speaking. Dr. Modewell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We never met in person, but we have corresponded. Indeed, pay attention to this moment now. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes. Now you've got it. Temptress, look at mine. You discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modewell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
He was aged down, yes. As evil as this guy might be, the clap animation was cute. May I present you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff is pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool! We have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. And you just did the whole evil villain monologue-y thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Season! Look over here! Move another inch and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you a much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. There's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
Blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha! I said Mr. Van Horn, Mr. Silly Child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father is always a thorn in my side. I offered him the opportunity to be a part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with what he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three, keep posts outside the door. Well, I'll think of the head pats. Well, crap. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm sure she had no other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Beck, are you okay? Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just, we were so close. I got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Instead of time heals all wounds, it's time wounds all heals. Like the back of your foot, you'll heal. Well, time seems less like of an issue for him right now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in the office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at perennial harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it to me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Another time. Becca's a she. Yeah, she, the cat is, Becca's the cat. Why? What did it say? It's about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in the lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to an extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived? Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often a vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began intentionally sabotaging his own work. It cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But she's alive. Where's she been? Where's she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground.
I think we have a correct path.
Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
With a flick and a twirl of her cane, she comes in like a badass. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rolo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense on the formalities here from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I won't be so sure about that. Oh, did she swap it?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Yeah. Oh, okay, we get 3 things. I think the correct answer is change, though.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny! Yep, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
It made him even younger. Holy crap, he's a baby. Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yes, his mission did indeed fail. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what we do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, a young Sharper. That would be great help, thank
She
you.
looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
100% they did. Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
Is that truly how this ends, though?
After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much.
Because we didn't solve the source
They
problem.
kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Our boy is now 13. Rollo, you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. I'm gonna swing by. Be there in a minute. Check with Rollo the treehouse.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
She's still aged, though. She hasn't gone younger. I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. You go a batch of jam, don't finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as my way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. I heard you and Roller are having plans for the little treehouse. Yeah, it's starting to get crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Roller and 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's internship at Nelly and Alona's shop going? It's going great. I'm hoping it helps me get at the School of Agriculture set up at State. Also, Nelly said she'd write a recommendation, which would be huge. But I can't just help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's growing up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, that's might be his excitement in treehouse renovations. Don't tell me this, cause it'll go to his head. I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, he's just too dang proud to tell. I know. Hey, Pat! Hey, Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm grateful to Ilona and Nelly for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning the sidewalks. What's next?
Perennial harvest collapsed. Most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Papa. I'll boop you, Pat. Boop. Anyone can knack of arts can help paint in the new office. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I can be proud of. Right. I'm gonna try something very quickly before we go to the treehouse. Damn it, I can't do it. Never mind. Hey, all the more reason for Pat to go and view the VOD, yeah? Anything else we can catch? No.
Luca rapped, hey?
A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep. I'm telling ya, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Look, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of the antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. All of you are adorable dorks. I'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grips a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Okay, we got. You know what? Might as well talk to everyone while we go through. Look, get this. I managed to reeling an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, honest to goodness. Flip-flopping, swim-slamming fish. I don't think I've ever actually caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. That's it. It's a good omen. What do you want to do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. Hoping to catch it again tomorrow. See what you mean about Tish? Yeah, so you see what I mean by just being... Yep. How's the nap been this morning? Most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And this view's getting greener by every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting in the final touch. Blow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. Still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I thought. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crypt to plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwill, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope that is a little nicer the second time round. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring is to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. The whole town is ready to help out however it can. I can't wait to teach her how to throw a baseball.
Iris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Well, he is no longer the Sharper we knew. He has well and truly become infant. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend, Mr. Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the Iceman cover at the Statute Correctional Facility. State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Can I go in? I can go in. Hang on, so... Is he talking to us?
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are going to fill in for me while the diner I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Here we go, we finally get to do this bit again. Yeah, we have a lot of... no! I didn't mean to walk out the door. We got a lot of orders we can fill, so let's do yours first.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night.
Good afternoon,
awake,
Mr. Tolliff.
Not sleeping because I'm thinking about this.
Achoo! Yeah, sorry, these allergies have been killing me. Haven't been able to smell a damn thing all day. Almost sold Mrs. Hatch a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. God seemed to help me clear these darn sinuses. Whatever it takes, I just want to be able to smell again. This? I'm guessing with this one a little bit. I call this one a cod for a common cold. Oh man, that's spicy and stinky. Sorry, I'll try again. No! Don't you see what this means? I can smell again! Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. Holy fuck, I got it right. Hey, Miss Hatch, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not that terribly hungry. Something snack-sized, if you could. Okay. Adorable, and... I think that's adorable. I call it the novella. Lovely. I have a coupon here for 1 free burger. What will it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed. So give me the biggest burger you have. They must be a lot, huh? You have no idea. Oh, throw some lettuce on top.
The failure.
I can smell the failure. Ah, but here's the thing. I have been doing nothing but success. So lavish with a lettuce on top. I call it. Too much is never enough. You should keep them at bay. Thank you. If it isn't little Luca. Hey, Uncle Nuncreed. How come you haven't been around the house lately? Well, your dad and I had a little disagreement is all. How's he doing? Has he mentioned me? Not really. He's been busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime. Is that so? Well, tell him I'm thinking of him. You seem sad. Nonsense. What can I get you for lunch? Much for the matter. The fact of the matter is, I don't know how much of an appetite right now, but Uncle Nuncreed, you need to eat. Make you something special. I'll cheer you up. Alright. I'll be your kind of smash boyfriend. Bruh. Your tender. Guess double tender? It seems much of an appetite. Hang on. Okay, let's go. Adorable. Can't be double adorable, can it? Truly, it can't be that. I call it the cheer looking at you, kid. Burger with side of good vibes. Oh, look at...
Mr. Nuncreed reached down and patted Luca's shoulder with an enormous hand.
You've got a lot of your daddy in you, don't you? I guess so. Run along. I'll do my best to clean my plate. Okay, I was right with that one. This Dustin! Last chance down to overrun by gremlins! I'm not a gremlin, I'm Luca.
Mr. Wilder adjusted his monocle jokingly.
I stand corrected. In that case, would you believe I'm craving for a burger? You've come to the right place. Indeed. I have a nice juicy burger topped with an onion. Okay, I know exactly what this guy wants. He wants succulent with pungent onions. Here you go. I call it the Wilder. You know I love a good byline. Many thanks. Okay, how do I... Oh, there we go. Listen well, child. I'm only going to say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it? When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. I fear you aren't grasping my request. I want a burger child beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black. Okay, one burnt burger coming up. Top it off with the most expensive... Okay, I know exactly what she wants. If I had a chance, I'd make all the burgers spicy for no reason. Oh my god. So we got incendiary with lavish. Basically, burnt patty with caviar. May I present the row you burnt? I can hardly believe it. You've done well. Mrs. Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. Woman's full of surprises. Very good, this will suffice. Alright, looks like you've got everything we need. Let's get feeding these folks. Oh, I've already fed everyone. Made all the food yourself? What enough did you put on those burgers? Just what was lying around. Dear, that can't be good. Thanks again, Luca. Best burger I've ever ate. Surprisingly competent. Everyone seems happy. Really are a remarkable boy, aren't you? There we go. We have satisfied all the customers in the cooking minigame. Yawn. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I said I dropped my story to a reporter in Capital City. They offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. It sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ha! We both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call the reporter's intuition. He looked over his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? The first time she's acknowledged us in this entire game, outside of the minigame. Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Luca, did you want a biscotti? Not in the house. I don't really have time. Zariel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled off the perfect espresso. Oh, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you were proud of something. As if, no. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Hey, Luca, can you tell if Roxy will be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it's builds character. I think it meant to say builds calluses. Builds character! Yeah, it builds something alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants their hands on the Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. No, Pat, look. The watermelon.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they cut up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they were studying in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
I can't believe it's over. Yeah, town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? Great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird could be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Maybe I'll do that.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I kinda got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start out over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now you can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me how it goes for you. About it for you, okay? Sure thing. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Do you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, ain't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited, but I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. We finally steal the bunny children.
With Perennial Harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one's too big, no one's too small. For just a wild ride.
Maybe not
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Out of context, that's really bad. Guess what? Yesterday I sold the Dynasty's Titus. And that's good? It's great! I haven't spoiled one of those in years. And at this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become a bug capital of the country. Nice. Let's see if we can go to forest quick. We can. It's a type of beetle. That's all I know. That is the obsessed bug kid. One of the things that you find, the way you find out things are going strange, is the fact that bugs are like disappearing more and more.
Beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Looks like she kept her hair dyed. I have news for you I think you'll all enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You know what, that checks out. Take an entire year to unpack your stuff. You officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds like an awful lot like putting your roots down. I guess I decided this place is roots worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of surprise. My mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay out in the cold of Old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Aww. It's the tree that is the type of tree that was his and his dad's favorite. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, it rides on the house. You're gonna want to hang on to the thing as you go down.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best friend would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. And I feel like a dang cello. Catch you later, Zero. It was lovely having you here. I don't know. Don't even have to say it. Yeah. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Tell me a little story about... Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. It won't be long. I'll be waiting for you at the back of the phone booth. Found the perfect way out... I found a perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? And a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looks like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. God damn the feels. Close the book. And there we go, that is Beacon Pines. This is a game that had been requested for a while now, and I only recently got my hands on it. But I am so glad that I finally got to play it. It's a sad ending, but there is a happiness to it as well at the end of the day as well. You know, the dad was always dead at the end of the day, but we now got to know that he died for a good cause. Understandable though, it is cute as hell. Oh my god, it is so adorable. I really love playing this. And yes, hello Amy, it's lovely to see you. Okay, I'm just gonna let it go through the credits and we'll see what happens. I believe this is the same tune that they were humming in one of the endings, which is what Luca's mom, Eleanor, used to hum to him at night. And we get to hear in its full rendition now, with a little guitar. I see and the person name's Captain Fappy in there. Which is why. I do kind of wish there was a way to pass forward. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed going through this journey with me. But that's another game now that I've finished and I need to find a replacement for. However, I have actually gone a game because it was on a really good deal and I couldn't pass it up. Nomad, you'll be happy about this if you're interested in watching it. I have recently got my hands on Warhammer Mechanicus. So I will actually be streaming that going forward as well. So it'll be Disco Elysium and Warhammer 40k. It'll be the first one. You can't pre-order the second one, to my knowledge. But be Disco Elysium and Warhammer Mechanicus. That will be like my definite that I'll be streaming. I still need to find a third game that I'll be looking to be streaming. And then I can always keep the fourth game as like a variety game or something like that. Hiding Spot Games, fellow traveler. So what happens when you sat through the? Okay, so we could explore the other endings. You know what? Yeah, let's go and see the other endings quick. With a little junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see what looks his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar, Ash. How did ashes get into the vial? Pretty easy to mess up with the vial when it's behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. I always said bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. But you can call me Sharper Valentine.
His face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh. Oh, fuck it. She just straight up kills him. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. Oh, fuck.
Was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Broke off Thanos snap.
Sharper Valentine
Indeed.
was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Nah, we know, we've already got the true ending. Because the whole theme is about change. But let's add malice into the mix.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice, the whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had unfinished glass on his desk. Figured a grow juice could use a little hair of a dog.
His body and face.
Oh my god! He exploded into fucking confetti. Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude. Up goes the wheels or out with a bang. Holy fuck.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
There we go. But there we are. That is every single choice explored of our grand tree. And that is where we wrap it up for today. Here, let me swap us to intermission. Trying to think who would be a good place to send you to. You're not sure. I haven't rated this person in a long while. It looks like someone is doing a speed run of Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry won all collectible world records attempts. Okay, they're attempting a world record, so let's go and give them some support. No, why did I copy the Devil May Cry part? I need to copy the actual name, which is Flannels. Oh, Flannels. There we go. Words. Don't forget to look at the funnies. Yes, it was an hour and 40 or something like that, I think we said. But yes, I will go and do that. I'll grab the link, I'll grab those clips, and I'll add them into the channel as well. In our Wolf Clips section, so you guys can see it there. But I hope you all have had a lovely time. I will be back tomorrow. I'm thinking of actually playing some Wild Assault. So, folks, if you at home have Wild Assault and you want to play with me, please let me know, and we'll see if we can get you playing in the same squad. But until then, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, evening, and night. Sweet dreams when you get to sleep. And until next time, everyone, stay cute. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Bye bye.